Sean Sapp Says, Episode 5, featuring Ben. Scene 1, Take 1. Action.
And this is Sean Sapp Says. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Sean Sapp Says. Everybody, this is my really good friend Ben Schiff, and he is the owner of AltrXego. Is AltrXego Co or AltrXego?
It's an Entertainment LLC.
Oh, Entertainment LLC. Damn. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Nice. So when did you start that?
I started that 5 years ago, so around 2017, turning 2018.
Oh damn. Okay. So like not too long ago actually.
Yeah, no, we've been in business around 5 years, but before that, I was kind of dabbling around the same industry, but I wasn't there to create my own business yet.
Oh, what do you mean you weren't there yet though? Like,
I was working for other music festivals on island, and I was also doing promotions as well as building my equipment. And then I realized that it's better to be able to do this stuff myself, as in I don't have to get anybody's permission or jump through hoops. If I want to go with an idea or a concept, I was just able to do it because it's my own business. So that kind of worked out.
I mean, was there like a certain push though that made you open up your own business at that time? Like, what was your push to actually do it? And what age were you at that time?
Oh man, what age was I? I was 27, turning 28.
Okay.
I just lost my job. So
what was your job?
I was the promotion manager of a music festival on island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
do you want to talk about that, or do you know?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
okay.
it's
So
up
let's
to
go
you.
to that past real quick. I just want to know, like, So wait,
I was doing
how long did you work for them?
around 3.5 years.
Okay. And were you like good friends with the people that?
Yeah, we were great friends. We're still great friends as well.
Is this what I'm thinking?
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
So,
there's not too many music festivals on island.
Okay.
So I was doing a promotion on the floor, logistics, getting permits, doing promotions on Guam and Saipan, handling KOLs, key important, leading like influencers and everything like that. I was handling all of the promotions and logistics. So I kind of like got that firsthand knowledge. And then I thought, if I have a concept that I want to go for, it's better if I own my own business and I can just explore, because the music festival scene is great, but it's very narrow.
Boundaries,
yeah, because it's just that I want to be doing graduations, birthdays, weddings, corporate events, music festivals, as well as any other style of event.
Just entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment and events and celebrations is kind of what I wanted to expand to, but it's kind of hard to if you're only a music festival.
Yeah. I mean, so what makes the difference then with the music festival? Did they only just focus on just having like those EIF concerts, or do they just...
so it's just event by event.
Okay.
So it's just one event, and then they do the next event. And then, of course, I'd be in charge of doing, branding techniques like beach cleanups and everything like that, which was amazing, which is what I love to do. But, I don't want to have to jump through hoops if I want to do a beach cleanup. Like, if I want to do a beach cleanup and I have the assets to go do it and I have the manpower to go do it, I just want to go do it. I don't want to have to get approval from anybody else to do the concepts and ideas I have. I'm a man of action, I like to think, so I like to do things very quickly. And that'll tie in later with my typhoon efforts and everything. I don't think... sometimes on Guam, it's very slow to get things going.
Yes,
so I like to speed things up without having to get permission. So.
Yes. I mean, having that kind of business right now, is there a lot of restrictions?
Well, no, most of my restrictions were actually during COVID with the no social gatherings.
Okay.
So we like to adapt, improvise, and overcome. So we actually started a drive-in movie theater, which incorporated social distancing and people in their cars with radio transmission and everything to comply with all the restrictions. But right now, there's not a lot of restrictions because COVID's mostly behind us, and now it's mostly about just... getting aid to where it needs. So that's like the main difference between COVID and
what's happening
now is that.
So for me, it's just a lot more of like physically rebuilding. I feel like with the COVID, it was definitely a lot of mentally rebuilding for a lot of people, but also like, I don't know, it was a good freedom for a lot of people at the same time, but I think also that's what made the world a little bit more twisted, I felt, at least on our island. Yeah. And that's why things are, right now, the way it is, and the way people are thinking and helping each other this has changed a lot more for me, what I'm seeing through Instagram and the news.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the typhoon, everybody was in this together, no matter what your opinion is about anything. With COVID, there was fine lines that people would fall left or right on if they felt like that should be enforced or shouldn't be enforced, or if that restriction makes sense or doesn't make sense. But with the typhoon, everything makes sense. We all need to help out where we can.
Yes, I mean, we don't have any power. Some people don't have water and power, so that just even makes it worse and harder, actually. Now to just try to, like, I don't know, like, try to survive right now in this kind of world where we're so used to always having it.
Yeah, definitely.
But now we're gonna go ahead and jump into, I mean, the typhoon and what have you been doing, and like what happened in the beginning of the typhoon. Where were you at? Because that's a little story to tell, and go for it.
So I did finish creating the business, like I mentioned, and then I've been doing that for 5 years. And during those 5 years, I was able to work with a lot of nonprofits. That's one of the key things that I wanted to do with AltrXego Entertainment, and a couple of them have been like Breaking Waves Theater Company, or Micronesia Climate Change Alliance, or American, or the Cancer Society. And while I was stuck off island in the Philippines, Micronesia Climate Change Alliance reached out to me, and they asked me if I could help transport the goods that they got from all the donations. So we were able to secure solar fans, solar charger batteries, and everything.
Where's this from, though? Where is it?
Well, their factory was in the Philippines.
Okay.
And then the Micronesia Climate Change Alliance did a donation drive where people sent in their donations via PayPal and everything.
Wait, so I want to know, how did you know that first step on, like, contacting them, or like?
Because I got to work with them within the 5 years of AltrXego. So like during COVID, we transitioned to live feed streams, and we would pick a different charity for each of our live feed streams. So one of the months that we did a live feed stream, it was to Micronesia Climate Change Alliance. So I've already been in direct contact with them and helping them out as the years have been going on. So I was already in contact with that nonprofit when I was in the Philippines, and since we're in such close contact with each other, it just made sense for them to ask me to help transport the goods over here. And actually, it wasn't just me. There's many people, because they secured so many solar fans and solar batteries that they needed multiple people to bring in these equipment. So I shouldn't even get all the credit or any of the credit.
You just put it out there.
I just put it out there, you know what I mean? Trying to use my platform for good.
Yes.
And I suggest everybody, no matter what type of platform you have, now is the time to do something for our island, no matter what. If it's a clothing brand, a hair salon, nail salon, an entertainment business, a food restaurant, or anything of the sort.
Or even if you're just a student, or even someone just at home, there is an opportunity for you to actually try to get up and try to do something. Because I mean, I think that's the people we kind of outcast now. Sometimes, now that we get older, that there's actually these other kids that are at home that really want to help. But it's like, how do they help, though?
Yeah, so if you don't have any financial needs or anything like that, just offering to help with labor is a huge help. Just the other day, we went and donated water to the people with no water up in Estumbo, and the guy across the street had a 16-year-old son named Ty, and he came and helped us all day for nothing. He just came right across the street and said, I like what you guys are doing. So you're right, that whole generation is able to help in other aspects where, the manuncle can't help with labor.
So what would you, like, I have a little question too about that then. See how there is those little ones, like, did you guys put out anything, or would you guys put out anything to kind of like have them come out and help, like, to kind of meet up somewhere, so then boom, then you guys can all disperse and go help to where you want? Or
so we're actually working once again with Micronesia Climate Change Alliance, and they're doing a volunteer drive, and they're needing volunteers to help us disperse all of those materials that we brought, the solar fans and everything. So if you do want to help out with labor, you can just contact Micronesia Climate Change Alliance on Instagram, and they'll be more than happy to show you what days we are doing these donation giveaways.
I mean, honestly, that just sounds really cool, everything that you have been doing, and I've been seeing it. And for me, it's like, I mean, what's like the goal now? Like, now that you're kind of doing it, what's the next goal, like, of going further from this? Or do you want to just do this for now, and then, of course, you were saying earlier, fix your place? Like, what is it?
Well, we're putting our place on hold for now. to really fix our place, I need a crane.
Okay.
And all the cranes right now are actually being used
Yes, I heard
for
about that.
more important reasons
Yes.
than moving AltrXego's equipment back in place. So we're kind of trying to figure out how we can be useful until then.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the water shortage on Guam, that was a crisis that we knew we could help with because we had a water tank and a trailer and a cargo van. So
Where'd you get your water though?
we just did it from our
yeah. So you have water at your house?
We had water at our
Yeah,
house, so we just
okay.
filled it up there and then drove it to Santa Rita yesterday and then Stumbo the other day. And actually, the only reason why we stopped at a Stumbo fire station is our trailer broke because the weight was so heavy from the water, and I didn't know that it got damaged during the super typhoon, the structural integrity of the trailer. But it was so cool to see the community step up. The community saw what we were doing out of the kindness of our heart, and by the time we were done giving away all the water, we already had our trailer cut, re-welded, and made in place.
I kind of saw that on your story. That was actually pretty
that
cool.
to me blew my mind. Like, you do something for the community, and the community gives back 10 times fold without even, we didn't even want anything in return. We didn't even think our trailer was going to break, but yet because we were doing something good, we were able to have something good happen to us. So I believe in that a lot.
I think
Karma.
overall it was also good for those people who also helped you. Like, I think it just showed a whole different side of the world for them. At least it's like, I don't know if some of them were probably the younger age, like born in the, what gen is this right now? Gen Z, right?
Z.
So most of the Gen Zs, like, if you notice, they're very more of that quiet, don't even know how to do outside stuff as much as I would say like our generation did right before them. But it's just crazy that, I mean, were they mostly the Gen Zs, or were they older folks? Like, who were the ones helping out the most?
Well, the Gen Z was the kid across the street, Ty, that came helped, and he was just loading and offloading everybody's water from their cars. He noticed that we didn't have a folding table for some reason, so he brought one from his house and set up the power station and everything. So the Gen Z was helping with that. The Monuncle, we were just trying to take care of them, so we didn't want to ask them for anything, but many of them did offer us bananas and chips and, chinchuli and everything like that for spreading the, like, inophthalic vibes and everything. So that was cool. And then a good friend of ours that lives in Dededo, Justin Cruz, came and just welded it because he knew that we were stranded. So.
And he naturally just has a welder?
No, he had all the equipment. He had to go back and forth a couple of times.
Really?
It was a mission.
I don't even know
him.
how really it looks like. A welder is just like that L-shaped like thing that has
like
the fire.
Heat. Yeah, the fire.
Okay, what is it connected to then?
We had a generator there because we were ready to generate people's power to help them charge their laptops, their cell phones, and everything.
Whoa.
So luckily, we already had that there.
And with that though, would you wait like that long to like for them to charge their?
Yeah, we were posted up for about 6 hours, and we had
at one area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I did. Wow, that's actually really cool. That's
nice.
Thoughtful. That's actually really. And there's a lot of people that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Unfortunately, the other water stations next to us ran out of water because the water supply was limited and the demand was so high because everybody doesn't have water.
And this is not drinking water. This is just
this is
regular
non-portable water. But then luckily we had the Guahan Jiu-Jitsu League donate water for us to give out for drinking water. So we actually had both. We had the non-portable water, we had the drinking water, and the charging stations.
I just want to know, like, my curiosity though. Like, did you see like a lot of younger kids? Like,
no, most of it was Monuncle that were struggling, to be honest, and that kind of like hit like my heart. This made me want to do it again. I
mean, just for people to even come there, a lot of people have pride. Like, honestly, I can admit that's me. I probably do have a lot of pride, and if I wanted to like help myself and my family, I would do it myself. I wouldn't want to go to people, which is a bad thing, because I don't know, like, there's something about me that just like, kind of snapped like that. And so now I'm trying to also erase all of that and be like someone like you, like someone who's not afraid to show their face and actually like do the help.
I think everybody is scared to show their face. I think everybody goes through that thought process in their head. And you just got to remember that the people you're helping with this is way more valuable than any fear that you have to overcome. Because it's going to be good for you to overcome any fear, but it's going to be better for you to help them through this time. So I think that reward in the end made me really want to just get a little bit out of my comfort zone and do as much as I can.
Nice. I mean, karma always comes back. I really believe in that. And I mean, for us, even we were trying to contact for our part, but then that one's still a story. We're still waiting. But for what you're doing, I congratulate you and your team. And also the people just even volunteering and just doing this for the community, and also teaching and helping the community without even knowing you're probably doing it. It's actually a really big thing, and those are things that have always touched me since I was, I'll say, born, I guess. Like, I really believe in help and good, but I mean, from where the world was at before COVID, and also like what it is now, I mean, it has a big difference in my head, like how I see people more open and more loving compared to before.
Definitely.
Yeah, it has changed, like, majorly.
I think the typhoon brought us all together.
Exactly. And then anybody else, like, I mean, is there any contacts that anybody who's watching this can, like, contact if they need help or with, like, food or water or...
Yeah, so we actually are still doing a ice donation for all the manuncle with medical needs or moms that need help keeping their breast milk cold. They can contact us at AltrXego Entertainment on Instagram. And we'll be more than happy to try to give as much ice as our machine can produce, as well as Weisel Animal Hospital donated reusable freezer bags for us to donate and give them as well. So you can contact us for that.
Oh, that's so cool. Honestly, well, I mean, we just got to keep going. There's no stopping right now, and I feel like we all have the energy to actually do it.
Yep.
And just help each other out and just kind of like do things to provide more for the community, but also mentally too can really help as well. So any push, like even just doing this right now, this is a lot of work in my end to try to push myself to get out like this. And if Ben really knows me, how I was before, very, very shy. But to do this is like, why I'm pushing is to help as much as I can for anyone who is watching. And hopefully it does reach out to even people who don't even have like devices to really, I mean, see the real truth on like how, I don't know, like people at our age or even just as young as we look, almost like have the heart and like the strength to work hard to also help as well.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be the spark that ignites the flame in other people, and it just really takes you to.
I mean, that's for all of us. I just want to like create the
Yep.
spark for almost everybody, and everybody can help create more sparks, and we're good.
Yep.
Oh, let's go. Cheers first.
Cheers.
To love, success, and family, darling.
Cheers to everybody out there.
Hey. Okay, so actually now let's go ahead and talk about your business overall. Honestly, just give you free will. Just go ahead and talk about
so AltrXego has definitely evolved over the years. 5 years ago when we we were actually throwing mostly our own events. And I kind of transitioned from doing my own events, and I realized I really love doing other people's events. And I started gathering production equipment, and throughout the years, I try to get around, 3 to 5 new products each year.
Nice.
To expand our services and kind of keep up with the times and everything like that.
You want to explain exactly your full business? Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean
so-
by what kind of like products you have to get? And
Yeah, so we do a lot of services. We try to be your one-stop shop for all your event needs. So we can do outdoor events, we can do canopies, we can do pagoda canopies, we can do generators, we can do staging, sound, lights, indoors or outdoors. As well as we have projectors. We do the Guam's only drive-in movie theater, which is at Agania Shopping Center. We're going to be doing it 3 times this year.
do you want to put up a schedule, or do you have a schedule?
We did.
For it?
It was supposed to be last Saturday, but we did reschedule because of the typhoon, and we are playing. I want to say Painting Red. It's that Disney Pixar movie.
Oh, the red.
Turning Red.
Turning Red.
Thank you. I'm so
That's
sorry. Turning
cool.
Red is very, very good movie.
When are you guys planning this? So when is like the first initial launch? Of
It's probably going to be in July. We kind of want everybody to recover from the typhoon, but the drive-in movie theater is completely free for everybody. You can just pull up, first come, first serve for parking, and you can get all your food and beverages at Agania Shopping Center for the movie. So that's something that we brought to Guam and everything. I really like bringing new services to the island. So we do like indoor and outdoor fireworks. Not the big ones like you see for
fireworks?
no, we do indoor fireworks for
How does
weddings
that work?
and everything. So we get a permit every single time. We work with Guam Fire Department very closely.
The one that goes like
for the weddings.
Okay,
when you
I was
walk
like,
in,
how do you shoot it? Like
yeah, the grand entrance. It literally makes everybody in the room stop what they're doing, turn their head, and all eyes on
Cool.
you. The last thing you want when you're entering or you're doing your first dance is someone loud, drinking, talking, ruining the moment.
Yes.
So this literally prevents it. It really is like a wow awe factor.
It's like pretty much shuts everyone off because you have to look.
Yeah, it literally, and it's amazing, and it's such a big
we
reaction.
could post some little videos here or little
yeah.
pictures.
Of the weddings, and we've done it for basketball games for FD as the basketball players are running to the court. We've done it for lots of different events. We have many other machines. We have foam machines, snow cone machines, cotton candy machines, popcorn machines.
Damn.
We have
Damn.
kids games, cornhole, beer pong, giant chess.
Nice. Okay,
disc
so I
golf.
want to ask though, like, what made you like? So, would you say every time they got these new equipments, was it all at one time, or was it like within like the time of opening up your business, you kind of started to develop and buy these things?
Yeah, as I needed these equipment for the events, I would start purchasing it. And then if there was a event that I didn't have it for and I needed it, I would order it right then. So the next time I was in that similar situation, I would already be prepared for it.
Oh, nice.
So like if one event wanted a camera switcher and I wasn't able to get that, but I work with other production companies that have it, by the next event I would have my own camera switcher, which I'll bring for your next podcast.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I was like, what is a camera switcher? Is it like
so
a
we'll
podcast
have three
thing?
different. Yeah, we'll have three different angles. One from this way, one from this way, one from this way.
Okay.
Change it up. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we've just been building up all the equipment. Some of the stuff I just thought would be cool, like a foam machine. So we brought that to Guam.
That is actually cool.
Yeah, every year just trying to build on the equipment, up lights,
I mean, okay,
waterproof
so I have
lights.
a question though.
Yeah.
So overall, like opening up this business, was there like a certain kind of goal or like a dream that you kind of saw from it, or something that that will pretty much just help the community overall?
Yeah, so I am a big believer in experiences. I've been blessed where my first music festival experience was actually a trip from Budweiser. I won a grand prize trip, and they flew me out to Philadelphia for a Made in America. I got to watch Beyonce and everything. Yeah, so that was cool. And I really felt like that experience changed me in a small but significant way. So we kind of created AltrXego, which stands for alter, to change in a small but significant way through experience, which is the X, experience. And then the way you view yourself is your ego. So we truly believe that through a wedding, through a graduation, as you evolve and become a different person in your life, that we can be a small aspect in that event to help you change the way you view yourself.
Wow.
That's the meaning behind AltrXego Entertainment.
I mean, what does that have to reflect on you then? Like, was there something significant that like you went through?
Well, I feel like we all do have alter egos. Like I was working at a Wise Island Animal Hospital. I was doing saving animals' lives in the day, but then at night I would try to create festivals, and I would try to create other events and everything.
Like pretty much the party scene.
The party scene on Guam. I try to curate and develop that and help bring the production level of events on Guam up higher, and on Saipan as well. So I feel like that was kind of like where it also came from, because I know we all have, you might be a hair salon stylist by day, but then when you clock out of work, you're still a human being.
Oh, yeah.
A lawyer, a cop.
Still want to party, you want to drink, you want to let loose.
Or you want to relax, or you want to meditate, or anything of the sort. Like you can have both parts of your self.
Yes, no, you're right. Yeah. I just find the kid in you again, almost. Like kind of find the fun again, because honestly, when you get older and you start working, telling you kids out there, it's it's a little rough, and you kind of understand a little bit about older people and why they kind of do certain things, or why they act the way they act now. That They experience the outside world, so it makes you feel like when you come back here on a small island, it's just
and plus, you don't have to worry about your aunt watching you party when you're
exactly.
There's
It's totally different from a smaller place like here. Like you kind of do watch out for anybody that you went to school with, or like your teachers from before, or whatever. Like just anything like that. It just kind of like holds back a lot here.
I feel like on Guam, but not on Saipan too much. I feel like Saipan, I just go out.
It's true, but then I think it's also how probably maybe Saipan is. Saipan's not U.S. territory.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like the way it's run is totally different. So it's a little bit more free will compared to here. Got a very Americanized very fast.
Agree.
Which, none of it is a bad thing. I just think, I don't know, like there's a lot of growing in our egos for everybody to do, and also to open up more into this island, to create more fun things like what you're doing, and especially like for others out there that want to create more fun experiences, which is like other businesses, to help others kind of come out of their shell a little bit more.
Also family-friendly events. I've been really trying to get into more family-friendly events. I feel like a lot of people on Guam, they have families, or they want to bring their younger sister or cousin or anything. So we're trying to focusing on that as well.
Nice, I like that. I mean, I would say like I think so. Before when you kind of first were about to start this business, then it was kind of you were on a whole different end of that.
Correct. Exactly.
Right? Like,
I was throwing my own parties in the club, in Cowboy Ninja, W, Globe, all the
I mean,
all the club
it was
scenes.
a party scene here.
It was, which was fun and everything, but I don't think that is a long-term sustainable business.
It's not. I mean, also for you yourself mentally, as like trying to run it can also really destroy you.
Yeah.
Depending on the crowd that you also get into and the discipline that you have in your head to want to like stay away as much as you can, but also have fun.
Yeah, I feel like I've had so many great experiences traveling the world, going to parties and everything, that now I really like watching other people have fun and experience parties. So a lot of time I get like,
does that turn you on?
Yeah,
like,
I get turned on the most when I see people enjoying themselves on our photo booths. I get turned on when I see them smiling and the camera people are getting that money shot with our fireworks. Like
I love
that. That is when I'm turned on the most.
See,
and then like it helps me when we're breaking down till 4 a.m. and we're doing all the manual labor. Like that little bit gets me through all the hard work and everything, because a lot of our work's before and after, and we're there through the entire event as well. So like those moments are really what keeps me inspired and turn me on, Sean.
Nice. Okay, so we're about to wrap this up. That was really cool. I like that. I mean, hopefully it touched you guys, and I want you guys again go ahead and follow AltrXego. I mean, well, you want to say it because I don't really know the full. Is it just AltrXego?
It's well, we have a couple. We have AltrXego Entertainment, and then we also got AltrXego Members Only, which is a membership program that helps you save money around businesses, the local businesses. So right now we have around 50 local businesses that you can save as you go shop there or order online by becoming a member. You can see all of our membership details on AltrXego Members Only, and then all of our events and everything on AltrXego Entertainment. And then, of course, AltrXego.com for our website and our pricing and our equipment listing.
That's
it's a lot.
So
it's a mouthful.
I know. Yep. It's a mouthful, really.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Scene 3, take 1.
Kiki's voice in this. I love it though. Nothing's supposed to be perfect. That's why. Okay, so let's go into it. Let's go talk about future plans, like for your business, for yourself in general. So just give us some like a scoop on that.
So I haven't really told many people this, so I guess I'm coming out on your show.
Whoa, gay? Are you gay? Just kidding. No, I was kidding.
I am planning to actually create a entertainment center, so I don't actually have to keep on breaking down my equipment, setting up every day and every night. So we have this spot on Back Road, and we're kind of trying to make it like an all-in-one event center where people could have their birthdays, graduations, weddings, concerts, music festivals, all sorts of stuff there. We're going to have everything that Guam's missing right now, axe throwing.
Would it be like an indoor-outdoor kind of thing?
Yeah, it'd be indoor-outdoor. Okay. Maybe like a half container village, half food truck, flea market area and everything, because we got enough space. So that's the end goal, is to have my own little entertainment center where people come to, and I don't have to, I can just keep on building.
It's almost like you're not going so much more into creating more of a, I mean, you're still gonna have the business of all like your entertainment and stuff, but it's like you're almost creating pretty much the facility for more entertainers to almost come into to like rent out or put their entertainment into it. Yeah,
I love a lot of immersive art exhibits, so that's one other aspect we want to build in there, is to have a place for local artists to bring their stuff, and then we kind of just turn it to life with either projection mapping, with our uplights or anything like that to add it to the experience. Nice. So that is the goal, but I can't do that without other talent on Guam, like artists or anything like that. So I know you try to encourage people as well. We try to help anybody that wants to be in this field not make the same mistakes as I did, because if I can prevent somebody from wasting their money or their time, then Guam's events as a whole, the production value will increase.
Yes, I mean, I totally believe in that, but I also do believe that like people are gonna have to fall though, in order for you to realize what's the good again. Not like fall so bad though. I'm not trying to say like you're gonna fall like everything's just gonna like really like you just have nothing. I think I definitely know how that feels like, and I think you probably felt it too at one point, but this is what made us stronger into coming into our business even harder. was falling, like really hard mentally or also like financially or?
Yeah, I think all businesses, you're going to have those moments, but if it's a passion of yours, you'll make it through. I know you're very passionate about what you do. I'm very passionate. So that's what got me through all those hard moments, all those financial crises, all those mistakes, all those long hours, the late nights, the no progress for long periods of time, just because I'm passionate about this. So every business, no matter what business you're in, you're definitely going to fall. You're going to have those moments where you're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you stop working a 9 to 5 to work 24/7 on your own business, and you get no results and sometimes no pay, or you lose money. In fact, you know, for the first couple of years, we weren't even profitable. But so I feel like
first couple of years when you say you're not profitable, like what do you like? How long would you say that you didn't?
For about 2 years, AltrXego definitely wasn't profitable. I kept on lying to myself.
How'd you keep it sustainable then?
Luckily, I did have a day job,
Okay.
so I was supplementing the cash from my day job for my passion.
Wow.
But I learned I was making rookie mistakes in the field of entertainment.
Yes.
You know
Actually,
what I mean?
wait, I have one other question because
Yeah,
I
of
know that
course.
there's people who probably, you know, who know of Ben or know of us or whatever, right? But like honestly, I mean, this is the show of Sean Sapp Says, and I'm gonna be real. But you know, everyone does know, but your dad owns Wise Owl, right?
Yep.
So which is probably like I'll say the top veterinarian place here on island. You know, so people can see you as pretty much spoiled. You were given this kind of, this business. So
Yep.
would you say you did get help from your dad in any way, or like how would you like? I mean,
No, I'm
to be real, like
I'm being real. I'm very hard headed. My dad will contest to this too. I got kicked out of Wise Owl when Wise Owl moved from the old building to the new building it's at now. So and that was the same time I lost my other job at the music festival. I got kicked out of my residence and everything, and I kind of just said, I just grabbed my dog, threw it in my car, and I just said, never mind. I stopped talking to my dad for about a couple years because he's so hard-headed. I don't like arguing, so like I'd rather avoid the situation than argue it. But I didn't want to ride my dad's wave anymore. I was managing Wise Owl for so long. I was helping. It was a very rewarding business, saving animals. But I kind of wanted to have my own wave, and that was like a reality check. And my dad was very upset when I told him I was not going to pursue becoming a veterinarian. I think he was very disappointed, and but I don't regret it now, and I know my dad sees me now and how far I took this, and he knows the struggle of running a business. So I know he's happier now that he saw that I followed this through. Like I followed my passion through the deepest, darkest hours. But actually, the first time Wise Owl actually sponsored a full event of ours was the drive-in movie theater.
Yeah, so that's homemade.
Yeah, so that was the very first time that he kind of like accepted that I'm not going to be a veterinarian. You know what I mean?
That wasn't too long ago though. That was literally just like
2
late
years.
last year
Yeah,
or
2
2 years ago.
Yeah,
Was
well
that
now
2
it
years?
is. Now it is. Yeah, because it's summer.
Was he cutting his hair already that long?
Yeah.
So actually, I cut him and his dad's hair. So I mean, just kind of knowing your dad. I think I've only been cutting his hair for only.
If you want a good haircut, you guys got to come to Selena's Beauty Works. I've been going to them since I got
2 years already? Or like a year?
It's been a while. Yeah.
A little over a
Time's
year,
flying.
maybe? Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
So I understand why everybody thinks that, of course, you come from a well family and a well-established business and everything. But I personally, being so hard-headed, I didn't want to accept my dad's help at the beginning. But
would you guys say he's had a good relationship though?
Oh yeah, we have a great relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything my dad was hard on me was just for my own good and everything. And he, at the moment, I'm sure he was right, thinking that I'm stopping to go for a medical degree, to become a veterinarian, to pursue a music festival career. Sounds a little crazy and everything. But once again, your passion, if you're passionate about anything, that will drive you through all the
if I could just say something, because like knowing of Ben since I was in like high school time, that's when I was going out to the clubs, right? And Ben was already older, and throwing all these parties, I always heard about it, like all the cool kids would definitely go to the parties. And I remember going to one in Wise Owl.
Oh yeah,
and like
upstairs.
pretty much I went there, but I don't think I was really invited. But I was with the pretty
everybody
girls.
showed up. Those were the parties.
I don't think you could even keep up. There was a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
I mean, even the stairways, like you just do really cool parties at that time of like
Thank you.
of that like lifespan. But I could see like why your dad was also, I mean, why parents also in that time were also very like pushy because they went through probably their crazy times and like to try to not make you go through that same time, but not knowing that later on in the future that it would be a business.
Yeah, it's just super funny. Those parties at Wise Owl literally led me to where I'm at now because I was doing hosting, VIP hosting, I was doing private parties, I was doing catering, I was doing all these things at a minuscule level, just figuring out the logistics of it. And that kind of was like me figuring out what AltrXego could become before AltrXego was even an idea.
And you have to keep going. I feel like you always have to keep going back to your past, and that's why your mind does that, like to go back to the past to remind you that you don't ever want to kind of go back to that anymore. But of course, you still want to have that fun. There's that fun that you still want to keep and still bring it to where you're at now, and don't lose like that fun, which I think every business owner or anybody who wants to grow and actually kind of start supporting themselves and make a family, you kind of change that mindset and knowing to having like future goals now, right? But then it's also you have to work at that moment though. Like I feel like you have to sacrifice a lot to start getting yourself together and knowing how to put yourself in an organized way at least just to raise a family one day.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're there right now, and I think it's just so cute. And like, I don't know, it's just hot when a man knows what they're doing. So
I feel like if you're not gonna sacrifice what you don't want for what you want, you're gonna sacrifice what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if you're not gonna give it up, you're gonna lose what you were going for.
Exactly.
So you got to pick what you're gonna sacrifice.
Yeah. So I mean, just got a little bit more time, but I mean, just want you to finish off. Like, what is like the future of your business, and where do you want to go and show or whatever? Like, what is your main?
My main goal is to provide people on Guam with event needs and just help make special moments that they're going to remember for a lifetime. That's truly my passion. If I can make a moment spectacular or unforgettable for friends and family while I'm at their event, then I feel like I did my job.
That's so dope, actually. I like that a lot. And that's why everyone is put into their own place and owning what they do and doing it. Like, because, I mean, if you have a good, like, purpose towards it, it will keep succeeding. But, I mean, for me, like, what I would just want to say to you is just keep going. I think what you're doing is so amazing. And you're also an amazing guy. Like, you do see the more positive side in everything. That's something I need to grow into. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad to have met you when I met you, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad we're friends. I love it. I always love hanging out with you.
It's okay. I want you to go ahead and follow me at Sean Sapp Says. They're on my YouTube channel. Yes.
Like and subscribe.
But I also want you to go ahead and follow my really good friend, Ben Schiff here, and he will go ahead and tell you his pages.
AltrXego Entertainment and AltrXego members only. And we do have a YouTube channel as well. AltrXego YouTube channel. Just AltrXego, AltrXego.
It's going to be right here, guys. You can see the whole list
follow
of
that
it.
as well. We're not as active on it as we'd like to be, but we do have a lot of videos from our old AltrXego experiences.
So just go ahead and please follow all of our pages from Instagram, from YouTube. It'll be right here. I think it's just so cute. I mean, right here, right?
Scroll down.
Right there. I mean, bring it on.
Is this my turn to ask? Are we starting right away?
I mean, yeah, we're pretty much right. You press the button.
I got three questions for you, Sean.
Oh, 3? Wow, 3?
Okay. It's gonna be rapid fire.
Oh my God, 3 is my number though. So
perfect.
Let's do it. I mean,
most important. Can I get a haircut tomorrow?
Oh, bitch. Is that really one of the questions?
That is, because I can't believe I just did this whole podcast.
But that's the best part. So honestly, when I watch things, I like it when people don't have fresh haircuts, actually.
Oh, you do?
For me, I feel like it puts on a whole different perspective.
I feel intimidated by you a little
bit.
Because I'm like, your hair looks good. You know, you always look good. I'm just saying, hey, you have a hat on. I should have borrowed the hat for this. Yeah, okay. So,
I mean, this is my hair without the hat.
You see?
Is it cute, actually?
I think it is. That's like a sparkle right here. I don't know what that is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What were you doing?
Probably, let me tell him later. Just kidding.
Okay, second question.
Okay, that was your first question.
Yeah.
So now you have
I want to
2
secure
more.
my spot because I know you guys get busy and you guys give the best haircuts.
Okay.
So I wanted to, when I go out and do my community service, I kind of want to look good.
Aww,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, okay, one thing about that, like when people do like say things like that to me, it's just so hard to own it. So I think like I really appreciate when all of you guys say this. Like every client, but you guys are not just anybody. You guys are people who also have created like businesses, but also like created like a good position in your life to actually help people. With everybody that I do, like it's just kind of or but like with anybody that I do hair for, like people that I've just met and like just gained a connection just like that on my chair. It's just crazy that all of them are somebody somehow. Not saying that anybody's a nobody. It's just that these people actually have created so much success in their life somehow that like they're also just like me, very shy and very timid and like even expressing that they own this or have this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's why it just comes naturally. I just don't feel like I ever even created anything. I just thought I just do hair and that's it. But
no, I think you create confidence, at least in me.
Okay.
Because I feel definitely more confident when I'm leaving Selena's Beauty Works than when I'm coming in. You know what I mean? And that trickles down into all other aspects of my business. You know, when I'm more confident, I can be more outgoing and I can reach more people for my cause. I think that's just a trickle down effect from you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Leading back to our second question.
Let's go.
Okay, gotcha. Is your shirt inside out?
Yes, bitch. What the fuck? I know.
I was looking at it the whole time.
Honestly,
what's up with that?
Shut up.
I just noticed. I was like, wait, why is your shirt inside out?
Oh, okay. Well, honestly, did you know that the typhoon just fucking happened?
Okay,
and, like,
I just checked.
We don't have any power still at my house. So, like, my ass is waking up here at the shop in the morning, all the way in Tumon, which is, like, maybe, like, 8 miles away from my house. So, like, it's quite a bit of a drive to my house. And then I still got to drive back up here for work. So, of course, my ass is not going to be like, oh, is this inside out? Oh, wait, let me just check what the tag is at.
Because I do that, too. I'm like, I wore it this way today, but then tomorrow I'm going to... Wait,
That's not what I did, but that's what you call undo your laundry. I hope you do.
I can do your laundry if you need help. If you don't have power, don't be shy.
Is there a line, though, at your place?
No, there's no line. It's by appointment only.
Well, you're...
Okay, so for my real third question.
Okay, go.
If you could have lunch with anybody in the past or present or future, if there's anybody that you could go have lunch with and sit down and talk to, who would you want it to be?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Take a minute.
Hard.
No rush. Take a minute to think about it. It could be anybody that's from history, from influencers.
I already know.
You can even tell us a couple. It doesn't have to. You don't have to narrow it down to one.
Okay, I mean, if I could just choose at least, like, I'll say 2 people. Ooh. Okay, honestly, it would... 2 people.
2 or 3, don't matter. Give me one from each category if that's easier.
I mean, they're both dead, but if I can, like, do 2 people, it would definitely... I could do 2 people.
It's not impossible.
Okay, English was not my top.
Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, guys.
But the 2 people I definitely would choose, honestly, would be Selena from, Texas, the one that's from Mexico. She's in Mexico. Yeah, okay.
So you're Team Selena?
There's something just about Selena that I've watched her, like, numerous times when I was a kid, and, like, watching her movie and, like, how she dies from her, like, best friend. Like, I've gone through so much on owning my business. Like, I mean, it's been 13 years now, and I had, 3 best friends, like, literally steal from me. So pretty much, like, just stabbed me in the back. Like, you could have just shot me. You should have just shot me. Like,
that's
kind of
part
thing.
of
Like,
business, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is just crazy, though. But, like, trying to really run such a facility that's so, like, professional that you don't believe that your best friend would do it. But also, for me, it's, like, other businesses that are so professional that I was trying to be like, would their employees do this? You know what I mean? Like, I just, like, it was just weird to see your best friend, first of all, but also a human being that's struggling just as hard as you are to survive and make money. But it's just crazy how they can just do that to you and turn on you. But yeah, sorry, wait, where was the question
Selena,
again?
and then who's the second person you wanna
Oh,
have
so
lunch
Selena,
with?
and then I have to choose a guy too. So the guy would also be Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I definitely would choose both of them.
What age? What type of Michael Jackson? Because he has.
I mean, definitely when he turned white. I watched a little bit of his history and how it happened and why it happened, right? But also, I mean, it's not like it wasn't really such a choice, I think. But also, I think he also chose to even want to make himself all white.
Yeah,
I think you have the option of you do get burned to, like, I mean, while you're at, your own concert and then you get burned all over, then you have to go to the hospital. That's what happened, and then, like, ended up just taking out pretty much all his, like, what is it called, the
skin grafting?
They have it in beauty school where they or like for the hair it's called melanin, but like I guess like the color tone of your skin.
Melanin.
So same thing, right? Is that the same thing?
Melanin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like he lost. I mean, pretty much lost all of that, burned all of that. So that's why he turned white. So pretty much like white wasn't the choice. White is just pretty much the blank color. Because the skin's not producing that. So of course it just went white after that. But I mean overall, like if you actually look back at the past of both of them, like it's just crazy. One, Selena getting shot by her best friend. Like, you know, she just had so much love to even just go to her apartment and also talk to her about like what's going on and why are you doing this to me and my family when we've already treated you like family. And I had people like that turn on me. And that's why I feel like maybe I'm such a loner. Like not loner, but you know, it's just hard to trust people nowadays.
Yeah, you have your walls put up.
Yeah, especially if I'm having relationships, you know, with like my exes.
Yeah.
You know, it's also being accepting to be gay, which is most of my exes are not out to be gay. And it's like when you're with me, who's someone who is raising their name and also known to be gay, but also just being a business owner, it's almost like it's not normal for them to understand that, especially at their age, which is my age and older. So of course the generations have definitely been a lot more secretive at those times, and also hurts someone like me who wants to be as a part of this generation right now and just be kind of open, but also be my kind of gay. So for those kind of people, that why I chose them is because they did what they did to encourage the world in a different way of entertaining.
Yep.
But people saw them as just being like either rich or being cute or you know what I mean. But also that's what it is. They sacrifice so much of their name and their life and their image to like hide away though. Because like people can just attack or people can just like throw anything to you or people can just like just surround you and like boom, you're just like you're in pretty much like a tug of war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean luckily for security, but at the same time like sometimes I feel like security is not even good enough anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like what if I do get into that, you know, to that fame light that I do want to get into here on Guam, but the scary part is that Guam is like also very small.
Yep.
And it's like a very cozy place to me that I get scared even kind of walking out to the parking lot here sometimes, like late at night. So for me, like to choose them is just to know like how it feels to still be the same person, but no one sees you as that anymore when you become to this different name of like helping, but also of course when you do help in the right way, you do gain pretty much money, right? You know, because you gain the respect of fans and you gain the respect of people of like your art that you're throwing out there. So for me, like those people really have taught me a lot on like how to almost hold yourself, especially, I mean, that they died, that's the hardest part is that they died.
Yeah.
But if they were still around up to this day, they could have helped so many other artists who are growing at this moment. And I feel,
Where would you take them out to lunch?
Oh my God.
It doesn't have to be an on-island restaurant. It can be a restaurant anywhere in the world.
Ooh.
I'm trying to place this setting in my head. I want to set the scene in my head.
I mean, definitely the place will be closed down just for us.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, honestly, I would take them to a very good view place, but I mean, I would bring them to Dusitani because, you know, these people are really good. And this place is actually really, I don't know, it's like, I like the view of where Dusitani's at, where you sit at that brunch area and it's like sunny and they have the songs playing from the singer. It's really dope. But I think, my God.
I'm not Michael Jackson, but I'm white. So if you want to take me to Dusit brunch, I'm totally okay with that, Sean.
I thought you're the man, though. I'm the girl.
So you take me, I'll pay. That's fine. I just want to be taken. I just want to be blindfolded.
You're making me red right now.
Everything. No worries.
No, I mean, I'm just getting red because like there was a lot of emotion to that I just said.
No, even me. I put up everything on my social media is not exactly what's actually happening in my personal life because I've been backstabbed and hurt like that before you have. And everything. Like you said, Guam is small, so that's very relatable.
Yeah,
for everybody.
like to like try to like block that. Block that. How would you say? To pretty much block that block that's blocking you, like to not ever come back again and hold yourself back from what you were learned from the old generation times, like to be more open now is more acceptable than it was back then.
Definitely.
And I feel like people still hold it a lot here because, I mean, we're still a small island and we still kind of go by those times.
Yeah.
But hopefully this is why we were pretty much made to help and grow this community to be a little bit more acceptable, especially for the older folks. I'm sorry, like for the baby bloomers and the Gen X, or right, Gen X's? Is it Gen X?
Yeah, they only know.
And not like you guys are all bad and you guys are not accepting. I feel like some of the Gen X's, like my mom, they're getting more accepting now. It took a little time.
Yeah.
Same as like your dad's like story.
Yep.
But as of right now too, like it's just like respect the elder thing. Like I get it. But at the same time, it's like when they're not respecting you, you also have the choice to just like, just do your own thing first and just do it in your own time.
Yeah.
And just try to make something out of it.
I feel like doing your own thing is not disrespecting them. It's your life. You have to make your own choices. How they feel about you doing what you need to do is their own part of life. But I feel like respecting Manuncle's everything is more about just, not necessarily talking back and everything, So that's why I just didn't talk back to my dad.
Exactly. I mean, everyone just has to adapt to more just change.
Yeah.
And that's why, if you notice in the military, look how many other positions that they're still making while these years are going, you know what I mean? So they're also changing and creating more things too, to one, make more jobs, but also they're building something, of course, right? I don't really know it. I'm not going to go into detail of it. The same as the hair community, the entertainment community,
and also be willing to reinvent yourself.
Yes.
Don't feel like just because you had a reputation or anything before that you can't be somebody completely different. You know what I mean?
And which is a good thing. Sometimes different is always good, but it can cause you to also be more lonely. But sometimes you do need that, which is what I'm going through, because I always had a best friend by my side, always had someone by my side right after I leave the shop, before I leave the shop, or you know what I mean? It's just it's crazy that I actually accepted to be a lot more lonesome, which I like actually a lot more. It is
actually very peaceful.
It's
Once you get used
peaceful.
to it, it's kind of not peaceful at first when you're first alone, because you're used to being around somebody at all times. And then after you get through that hump of talking to yourself and learning who you are, and having emotions come up, and you have to deal with it. I feel like
but also not saying don't be lonely though. I do recommend to start talking to people, be friends with people, but also now pick up a little bit more, if they're your type of people, or if you're just trying to fit in, which I did a lot, you know what I mean? I just try to fit in a lot to get to a certain group that I wanted to be in. And I think everyone who is going to go through that, just go through it. You're going to learn a lot for sure out of it. And then you're also going to learn a lot more about yourself and how much more real it is to be more real. It's just better to be real. But real. It's just hard to say it. How do you say it without
that's real.
Yeah, it's real, but I don't want to just say it. You just have to go through it. Everyone just goes through it and you'll be a lot more better. Or just even just be the best you can after that. So, yeah. So I thank Ben for coming on Sean South Says. Honestly, it's so fun, and I think this is a good learning lesson for both of us to just keep going now and not to stop. And we have a future to make. Yeah, thank you for having me. Yes. Oh, I love you, Ben. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching to the end. We appreciate it. Yeah. Love you guys. See you. I feel like when you feel the love, you're going to give out love. And when you give out love, you're going to feel the love inside of you more. So, I like that. Yeah, no, it's true, actually. And I hope all of you guys can feel it. Even for the ones that are going through the downest moments right now. And maybe you end up watching this could help a little bit. Definitely. So please subscribe and please follow our pages. And we'll see you guys later.